Hey guys, welcome back to We're Just Here to Make Friends, episode 5.
I'm Gabby.
And I'm Elisa.
Today we're joined by
Jack
and Grace.
Yay! All right, so introduce yourselves. You guys are MT what class?
Sophmores.
Sophmores, yeah, 27.
27. My name is Jack Haratunian. I'm an MT sophomore.
Grace,
My name is Grace Baker, and I'm also an MT sophomore.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston.
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yay, Northerners.
Wait, Pittsburgh isn't that far from here, right?
Pittsburgh?
Well, it is far, but like it's.
Pittsburgh's about it's 4.5, 5 hour drive away.
That's not bad at all.
It's not bad.
I'm only 4.5. Nashville.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I remember like driving through when I was
Pittsburgh?
moving in here. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
You drove through Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It was kind of like an awkward. Like,
Pittsburgh's really similar to Cincinnati. Like the actual cities look alike, I think.
Really? My dad's from Hershey in Lebanon, so
Oh, okay.
like that area. Yeah.
That's I think it's 3 hours from Pittsburgh or something, but that's the best, I would say the best amusement park that's sort of
So
nearby
good.
Pittsburgh.
I love Hershey Park.
we just went to Kings Island.
How was it?
Yeah, it
So
was
fun.
Yeah,
So
she
fun.
rode Banshee 4 times in a row.
Gabby and Griffin went to go get a drink and went to a photo machine. And I just kept getting on. I just kept riding. I
Were
was
the
like,
lines long there?
Not at all. It was 15
Walk
minutes
on.
max
15
for
minutes.
all of
Oh,
them.
that's right.
Yeah, and we paid $35.
yeah, we got there was a Friday the 13th sale, so we got our tickets so cheap. The most expensive thing was parking.
Yeah.
Literally, our tickets were cheaper than our parking.
I've always wanted to go.
You haven't been?
We need to go.
Guys.
Yeah, I want to go for
Sophomore,
one of the
freshman.
Halloween nights and stuff.
Well, yeah, it's
but
started.
it's gonna be so hard because someone's always in a show.
Mm.
So you can't go without leaving someone out.
Yeah.
We have to go on a weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then tech for in the green and stuff.
Mhm.
Ugh, yeah, and then you'll miss all the Halloween haunt days.
Yes.
And then they have Winterfest, but the rides aren't open during Winterfest. But
No,
they
I want a
turn-
roller
Oh
coaster.
no, I know. I Gabby's we should go, but I'm you're just gonna
When?
look at them.
Yeah.
Just go to the little town area. They turn the pond into an ice skating rink, which is really fun.
That's fun.
And but you just look at the roller coasters and they're just sitting there,
Yeah.
and you're
Mhm.
I don't want to be here.
Right.
Drive 30 minutes to just
Oh,
go to
yeah.
cute stores.
watch.
I mean, it's fine.
Things, yeah. I want to partake.
I want to
I want to
go
go
to
I want to
there.
go there.
Okay. Anyway, we've already gotten on our first tangent, which is really
It's
fair.
okay.
but
It's okay.
We wanted to ask, what were you guys' CCM audition songs?
My audition song was my up tempo was "Goodbye" from Catch Me If You Can, and my
Sorry.
my ballad was "Simple Little Things" from 110 in the Shade.
Oh wait, word. I feel like I've never.
A
Wait.
sensible gender
A
bend.
sensible gender bend for the CCM.
Word.
Okay, so
CCM, and they seem to like it.
I sang "Yes, My Heart" from Carnival for my up tempo golden age, and then I sang "Tell Me on a Sunday" for my contemporary ballad.
Work. Where did you guys audition?
Everywhere, I auditioned at 20 schools. Do you mean where?
Yeah.
Oh, cut that.
Not too-
Cut it out.
Not too- it's okay.
Okay, I auditioned on campus. Sorry.
Oh, work. Did any of our class audition on campus? Nyla. Yeah.
No,
Wait,
the Ohio
were we
people.
doing that?
I auditioned on campus.
Awesome.
Yes.
Really great.
Yes.
I think Annie
That makes sense.
and
That makes sense. They're
maybe
here.
Jay did,
Yeah.
because they were talking about
Did
auditioning.
Jameson not audition?
Oh, he definitely did.
Okay.
There's
I bet they did.
there's no way he auditioned
I'm realizing now that we have a lot of locals in our class.
a lot. And Kyra,
Yeah.
yeah,
I did a virtual audition.
only.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, for all my schools, I went in person. For 2 schools, I did virtual, and it ended up being one of the ones that I did virtual
That's
for.
actually really funny.
Our class did a lot in person. I know at my audition date, Griffin was there, John was there, and then a ton of people who even got in and didn't go here. There's so many people. My day went. Way was there.
Mm.
It was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's so fun. I love talking about that because me and Gabby were in the same audition at Unified.
were?
Yeah, we were in the same
Oh.
dance call.
Mhm.
And the very we talked at first and she was like, I like your
We talked for,
Lululemon jacket.
Yeah. I was like, I like your Lululemon jacket.
God.
And then I think at one point, actually, I just remembered this the other day, but I was like, so are you a dancer? And you were like, Because I was like, I'm not that much of a dancer.
I'm
And
like a generous mover.
no, because I was like, are you a dancer? And you were like, yeah, I've done like competition dance. And I was like, so yes, you're a dancer.
You
And I
guys
was
are
like,
both amazing dancers.
Oh.
Growing up, I competitive danced.
I did it like for like 2 years in like 4th and 5th grade. So
Oh.
I wasn't like really into it like the dance moms, but like it was like the conventions were overwhelming.
Scary.
Yeah.
Scary.
It was like Palmer House. It like
Oh.
dance conventions are like Palmer House, but like amplified by like 5 times.
I don't like that.
And Palmer House is
Yeah,
already a
same.
lot.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. No, I did it all growing up, but I would never do it again. I wish I spent my time doing something else.
Real. I mean, hey, but it prepped you for this.
Yes,
right?
of course.
So you're
of
like,
course.
now
I can
I'm
pick
like,
up fast now.
exactly. And it's like sometimes you don't even need that, but like you have it.
Right.
Which is
I have
nice.
the foundation now.
Yeah,
which is
I
awesome.
don't.
Well, that's why you're here.
Also, guys, found out today that I actually have a fractured tibia.
What? So remember how I was injured?
Oh, vaguely.
Well, I've been injured for like a year and a half.
Oh my goodness.
And
Wait.
they thought it was my popliteus, which is a muscle that's underneath your knee. And so I got an MRI because they did an ultrasound and they literally didn't know anything.
You didn't tell
I didn't tell you?
No,
Gagged.
I literally went with her to her doctor's appointment last
Gabby,
week.
I cannot believe I didn't tell you. I thought I told everyone.
Oh my
This
god!
is
Wait, are you
awkward.
What does
like?
that mean
Are you
for you?
okay?
This is really
So,
awkward.
Basically, I'm not allowed to jump or like do turns for like 4 weeks, which is like super awesome. But they said that it's like not enough of a fracture to like get surgery or like be super worried. But basically, every time that I would jump or like push down on my heel, the
Mhm.
fracture got worse, and that's why it hasn't healed because
Oh
I've
my
just been
God.
living my life.
Is it knee or foot?
Knee. So it's like your tibia is this bone. It's like the whole this part. So
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I haven't seen the actual MRI yet, but the doctor looked at it and like told me, but I think it's in the top near where my knee is, and that's why the pain's been so weird.
Mhm.
And they couldn't place it because it wasn't a muscle, which is like super unusual
Mhm.
that it's a bone fracture. But
Oh, that, like, sounds painful.
hopefully it'll be fixed. And like
Mhm.
that's why we like looked at it and we're like figuring it out because I need to be able to be fine.
Right. Are you in
So-
Mortal Town?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So
It's
that's
hair.
So you can rest.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have a long
Oh, okay.
time.
So
Yeah.
you have a good little bit.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
rest.
which is really nice.
That's nice.
But yeah, Gab's everybody's in Wonderful Town. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be alone for like
It's okay.
I the
I'm
only
just
thing
gonna,
I did last year was Tower Power. So
Hmm.
it's I've redeemed myself this year.
It's just gonna be. My mom was like, "You should get a job," and I was like, "Maybe I will. Like, just do something online or something just to make money, because it's just gonna be like me alone."
6:30 to 10:30 p.m. if I'm called.
Yeah,
But it's okay.
I'll play some video games, do my
Right.
English homework.
Right.
Oh yeah, we got a Switch. Jameson put his Switch in our TV.
Word.
It's been intense.
Where does Jameson live?
Sidal.
Yes.
Across.
Matthew, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they're really cute, but he lives 15 minutes away in Cincinnati.
Zoefest was not far at all.
Yeah, no, it was an easy.
It was
trip.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's fun.
What were you guys' wild card videos?
My wild card was so my family, we foster dogs at my house. So
Oh.
I took like a mic similar to what this is, and I would like interview the dogs, and I'd like ask them a question. I'd be like, "What's your favorite musical?" And then the dog would be like, and then like they would like bite it and stuff, and it was funny. It was cute.
I don't think I knew that. Well, I just tap danced, but
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
Tapper.
it was fun. I did a little combo to Faith by Ariana Grande
Ooh.
from Sing to yes,
Sing.
yes, yes.
Okay, I love that soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like
Sing
a lot.
2 is so good for no reason.
That's the second time that movie has come up today. It came up.
It's cute.
Arden
Well,
mentioned
also,
it earlier.
Sing,
It's just a
exclamation
great.
mark.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
There was a musical that they talked about in the masterclass
Oh,
today,
really?
and it was renamed Sing exclamation mark, and we all laughed because the musical had really nothing to
Nothing.
do with that title.
Oh.
Mm.
That was a fun masterclass, though.
Really
It was
cool.
Very informative.
Really
It's a
cool.
very
He was
nice
awesome. I loved his stories.
Mhm.
Like I like when people tell stories about tours and like stuff like that, and not just like when I first started music directing.
Right.
and
Right.
It's like, let me tell you a story.
Mm-hmm.
Back when, and we're all like on the
Mhm.
edge of our seat.
Yes,
like,
yes,
because
yes.
it's like real life experience, and it's like interesting.
Who did the masterclass again?
David Kreppel.
David Kreppel.
And like
It was like a Q&A.
He.
Oh,
Yeah.
word.
He
What was his, like,
graduated-
background?
He graduated from here with Vince in musical theater.
Oh, word.
Which
And
I didn't
now
know he was in the same class as Vince.
I didn't
which is
either.
Cool.
I feel like they were like the same person, but like different fonts.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
He's
like
much shorter.
yeah, he was very short, but he was very like he had a big personality.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was not like he's small and has like a
No,
tiny
no.
like yeah. He was very cool. It was really good. I'm sad you missed it.
Yeah, I had to work on my gen ed stuff.
That's okay.
Yeah.
What, Jeanette?
Women's health issues.
Ooh, that's
Yeah, we're learning about childbirth and pregnancy, and I had to watch a bunch of birth videos. So I had to put it. I did a little discussion post that was due today, but it was not that palatable in the morning.
Palatable.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm in English. I wrote a 4-page paper about Reese Witherspoon's speech. What?
Give me this mic. Are you serious? That's what I just did. I spent 2 hours doing that this morning.
About rhetorical
About Reese Witherspoon at those pathos and logos.
Reese Witherspoon?
Are we in this? Who's your teacher?
Anna Marie.
Guys.
Me and Elisa are in the same English class.
But I'm an English 1.
It's just called English. Mine's called English Com.
Oh, I mean that.
But that's what I did.
Dude, we're in the same with Anna Marie.
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes. Did you have to like peer edit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, are you like actually?
You guys
like,
could just peer edit like each
Let's
other's
peer
stuff.
each other.
Let's do
Let me
it.
see if you're on the canvas.
I need to. I haven't seen your name up here.
Maybe it is different class, just the same teacher.
But I feel like we're in the same thing. I'm glad
We're
we
in the
know
same
this now
thing.
because now
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
just talk about our assignment.
Exactly. All right. Did you do the homework? Do the homework.
I literally that essay like hurt me because
Me
she
and
was like,
Grace-
it has to be 4 pages spilling to 5, and I was like,
Yes. Yes.
She was writing it while we were watching Dancing with the Stars.
I was. Every time there
Oh.
was like a break where they'd talk about the scores, I'd be like,
Mhm.
Reese did an incredible job. And I was like trying
Reese
to.
uses
I had-
ethos.
Yes, ethos.
And I'm like, I
ethos.
don't ethos.
I haven't was starting to say it out loud to Gabby because I was like, I don't even know when I'm typing at this point. I was like, I need to say it out loud. Tell me if this makes sense. She's like, yeah.
I was also, I think I was just smiling and nodding.
Rhetorical devices.
I'm never gonna ever use it again.
Oh.
Anne Marie, if you're watching, I didn't say that. I
Anne-Marie.
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Oh, yeah. Also, the next assignment we have to do is like ridiculous.
Yes. What are
There's like a sheet that's like 3 pages
Mhm.
of just like questions.
Mhm.
that we have to answer all
Mhm.
of them about our new topic. What are you doing?
I was gonna do like social media and like its effect on like mental health,
Yeah.
but
That was one of the things you weren't supposed to do.
she responded that I didn't read the instructions. But so I have to pick
How
a
are you
new. I
doing,
have to pick a
Grace?
new topic now.
Yeah.
But what are you doing?
I'm doing Spotify and how artists don't get paid properly.
Oh.
So that's really
Streaming
interesting.
services and how artists and producers and writers do not get the correct cut they're getting, and how that is like not fair in the music world, and how someone needs to stand up and fix it.
Work.
I
That's
thought it was
fun.
Yeah,
I love that.
I liked it. I'm interested to see. I also was my other second one that I came up with was gentrification and how it can be perceived as a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I don't care enough about that to like actually write a good piece, and I'm doing it on like
Mhm.
Spotify and stuff, which I think is really fun because like Apple Music pays their artists so much more than Spotify, and like how are they're both massive companies,
Right.
but like how are Apple Music still affording to like have a company and do that, but Spotify is like not paying their artists and still making just as much money. Like I feel like they could do something.
Right.
So it's like research.
I love that. That's gonna be
Anyway.
fun to research.
English.
We're Gen Ed.
Work Gen Eds.
Here at the conservatory.
I can't. Well, why don't we get into like our first big
I wanted
question
to,
of the
like,
day?
review.
Grace, last
Like-
year you got to be a part of a ballet
I
at
was.
CCM Ballet.
I was a sailor in The Littlest Mermaid. I booked. So what happened was like we have like separate ballet classes, and when you're a freshman, like you can either be in ballet 1 or ballet 2, and I like every once in a while like we would combine, we would switch classes and stuff. So they Thomas was just like, hey, like do you want to like take class with the other class today? And he announced that to everyone. I was like, yeah, like let's do it. So like a couple of us like went over and took class and like did bar and stuff in the other class, and it was like I just did it because I was like, oh, like I just want to like take class like with my classmates. But then it was like an audition, and there was just like the head of the ballet department was just there, but like there it was low pressure. Like we just wanted to take class with the other people, and then like a couple days later, they emailed a bunch of us, and it was just like, okay, like if you want to be in the ballet, you can, like you pass the test. And it was the Littlest Mermaid. It's just the Little Mermaid, but they didn't get the rights to the Little Mermaid.
It's really funny.
So, yeah, there it was. Me and Nick Gundrum. He was.
My big word.
He's awesome. He was King Triton. He was a much bigger part than me. I danced with the injured people. So like it was like all the sailors were like actual real dance majors that were like injured, and they were on flat, and they just like needed a couple extra people. Thanks, Jack. Thanks. It honestly, what I'll say about it, it was a bigger time commitment than I thought it would be. So I was like a little overwhelmed with that, but the dance students, like all of the ballet majors and stuff, I was just so surprised by like how many of them like reached out to me and stuff. I was kind of nervous. I was really scared in that situation because I was surrounded with like none of my friends and stuff, and I was always separated from Nick because he was always like actually dancing while I was sitting. And
The injured kids.
yeah, so like so many of the dance majors like reached out to me. They followed me on Instagram. Like I would go and talk to one of them, and they would all like already know my name and stuff. And I had a great time. It was a good experience.
That's really cool.
That's so nice. We haven't like talked to a lot of like.
We talked to 3
Oh yeah,
at Sue's apartment.
yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
There was 3 girls. Shout out those girls if they're watching. I totally forgot your names, but I followed you on
Much
Instagram.
love.
They were all dance majors, and one of them was a transfer who's a sophomore. They were all really nice though. But that's like, yeah.
A lot of the dance majors are like also getting minors and stuff. So like they're just all like really like well-rounded people.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of just like nice girls.
That's cool.
Or at least they were very, very nice to me. I liked it. I had a good time.
That sounds really fun. Yeah, I feel like it's a random cool experience. It's like how one of us, like the opportunity of the opera for like the musical theater.
Yeah.
Like I saw that and I was like, that's so interesting. Like I think Matthew emailed or something and was like,
To audition for the opera.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's spring and
Yeah.
it's like if you're not on a spring show.
Right.
I was like, that's kind of cool that they're doing that, but it's just like so random. But
Yeah, there's a lot of things will come up like that throughout the year.
yeah, and the jazz show on Saturday. Very
Yes.
excited for that.
Yeah. The cafe is so cute. I like searched it up today. Yeah. Have you guys been?
I've not been to Rose, but
Rose?
I went for the first time this year, but like I've heard so many good things about it. I know you can like intern there. That's
Oh.
all I really know about it.
Intern at a cafe.
You can get like volunteer hours.
the
by,
way
like,
you work
working
at
there.
86.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's the
Which
same
also
thing.
like, why would you work there and not get paid?
I don't know if I could do that.
I think it's work study.
Is it work study?
Okay.
I think the 86 is at least.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, because it's like an on campus, like that. That makes sense.
I don't know
I'm
about
excited
Rose,
though. Rose is
Circus
it's
is like an extra strength. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I miss CCM Starbucks.
When did they have that?
It was the beginning of our we didn't have it for very long, but it was like when did they shut down? October, November.
They shut down like a couple weeks before winter break, and then the 86 took forever to come up. It took like a month or 2. But I love the 86. I really like it.
I
a lot.
really
I
love
do
the
too. I do
86.
too. Don't get me wrong.
I love Starbucks, but sometimes their coffee is very hit or miss.
True.
And private, like small coffee shops, I find their coffee is always 10 times better. So if I'm going to the 86, I'm gonna get like a nice lavender latte or something like that. If I'm going to Starbucks, I'm getting my pumpkin chai or a refresher.
Sure,
like
sure.
it's very different for me. And like small coffee shops, I always have like my list of like my fancy coffee orders, and I like having a like accessibility to that, I guess, because like I won't get coffee at Starbucks, but I'm a big coffee drinker, so like I usually like got Dunkin' in high school and stuff.
Yes,
like I
me
need
too.
my caffeine, but like I like how the 86 is like it's cute.
It's cute. It's very homey
I wish
there.
they had more food.
It's hard that you can't online order at the 86 because like that's one thing is if there's a line in there and I have somewhere to go, like you just can't get coffee.
It is really fast though.
It is fast.
Like,
That's
not-
true.
not
It
compared
comes
to-
really quickly.
Yeah, not compared to TUC though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
we went to Cincy Girl the other day, and poor Nyla had to wait like 45 minutes
That's crazy.
for her chicken tenders. No, it was a burger. It was a Cincy Grill burger.
And it was cold and not even good. Like,
yeah. No, that's crazy. I went with Hannah and Griffin and Jay recently, and like by the time Jay got back to our table, I had to go.
Yeah.
Like, and we were there for an hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so sorry, Jay.
Like, that's it.
I felt so bad.
Chick-fil-A takes a little bit less time, I can say. I haven't tried Halal Shack. I've heard it's awful wait time. I've heard it's good. Griffin, her boyfriend, is like...
Did they replace something?
It was Panda Express.
Panda Express is still there.
It's, what is it now? It's Mayway?
Payway.
Payway.
Mayway.
Mayway.
Payway. Yes.
That's, please cut that. Please cut that.
Like, maybe I'll bleep it. It was beep.
It's
They're
okay.
like,
It's
what
okay.
did he say? Yeah, I guess we'll never know.
Panda Express got
never know.
replaced with Payway.
There it is. There it is. Mayway.
Mayway. What is that? I don't even know what that is.
TUC is one of, I don't know. It's a less popular dining hall for me. My ranks are like Center Court and Market Point.
Yep.
Center Court,
Yeah.
so underrated. All of like the Sit-all people like are always like Market Point. I'm like, I like Market Point pizza. I like the pho they have sometimes, and I like the pita and hummus. That's it, basically. That's all I'll basically eat. Sometimes pasta. It's always cold. Center Court, tikka masala. Burgers at Center Court are better, I think. And they have a bigger salad section, and like their pizza isn't good though, because I like the thick pizza.
Yeah.
I like Detroit style deep dish, so it's like thick. And Center Court is like thin crust. I don't like it, but like I can eat a lot of slices of Market Point pizza, but like that's like about it.
Yeah, we keep hearing from like MT27 that Market Point was better last year though.
I don't have any meal swipes this year, so I haven't been to
Well, thank
Market
you.
Point.
Oh yeah, we'll swipe you guys in.
Swipe me in.
I'll be a
Hey,
plug.
let's go right
Don't
no,
worry.
I'm just kidding.
Dinner?
Dinner right now.
We'll get the pizza.
We'll
'cause
get the
it's so
pizza.
good.
We'll get the
I had
pizza.
2 slices for lunch, and I always put the red pepper flakes on. But sometimes I go too
Yes.
crazy, and the other day I did choke and started crying at lunch. And everybody's
Word.
like, "What's happening?" And I was like, "It's the pepper."
It's
Oh, I remember I was there for that.
Yeah, that was funny. Everybody started looking at me, and then I was just like, just tears
red.
running. Exactly. And it's like, I'm fine. It's a mindset.
It's a mindset. There it is.
It's good pizza.
It's one of your comfort foods.
I wouldn't say comfort food. I'd say it's a like way of life. A bit. Like you just gotta eat something. So
like-
you might as well eat the pizza.
Sort
True.
of like Chipotle.
I love Chipotle. I haven't been this week yet, and Gabby was like, "You haven't been this week," and I was like, "I know."
Yeah, it's like a weekly trip for her.
Yeah, I think I want you to talk about it.
All right. So I'm an employee.
Oh my God.
I'm a crew member at
Guys,
Chipotle.
literally celebrity.
Yeah, I started working there around like November of last year. I needed a job. It's expensive in college.
Yes.
And,
I'm trying to be frugal and it's hard.
I have
Yeah.
$16 in my bank account.
you gotta work.
I have $16.
I think like when I started working there, it was I had just finished Sweet Charity, so I just like needed some way to pass the time. I think when I first started working there, I worked a little too much, just because like I was working maybe like 20-ish hours a week, and it took up a lot of time. Like I didn't have a lot of time to hang out with people. So that was like, even now, like when I talk to my friends now about like end of last semester, they're like, oh yeah, like you're always at Chipotle. like if you're just always at Chipotle.
Funny.
So like once I cut down on my hours a bit, it's a really good job to have. It's something I would recommend for like MTs, just because we have a lot busier of schedules than normal people do. And like our classes go until like 5 p.m. sometimes. So like you can't work at a place like Starbucks. You can't work at these other places because they close at like 8. You can't work at Panera or whatever. So Chipotle is nice because it's open until 11, and then you're like there another hour-ish, like maybe more cleaning. So like I can do a full day of classes and then start work at like 5:30 and still get like a 6-hour shift in.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's nice. It keeps the funds up because I like what I've learned from being in school is that a lot of people don't cook and stuff, so they'll like go out to eat all the time, and then like I want to hang out with my friends and they're all going out to eat. So It's just
Food is the number one. Even if I go to Target to we bought Halloween decorations the other day. I spent like $12.
Yeah.
Nothing. I go out to eat once, 35.
Yeah.
Boom, done. I'm like,
Yeah. And
It'll
it
get
always
you.
depends on the place, and it's
Drunken Bento coming in clutch though.
Mhm.
So cheap.
Great.
And
I love
tacos.
it there.
Both of those places are so much cheaper than any
I
restaurant.
don't like drunken tacos.
What?
Mm-mm.
I'm a fan.
Speak
the
on it.
case, the queso
So good.
is so good.
The-
So good.
I guess you could say this about bento, so I don't want to get too opinionated,
Okay,
but
okay.
you walk into drunken tacos and there's I feel gross. It feels like there's something about
I feel
it.
that way about both places, and I still love
But
it. It
Drunken
reminds me of
Bento-
New York.
Yeah.
I freaking
How
love that
you
place.
go to any sushi place in New York, and you're like,
This is a little suspicious, but
Yeah.
I'm going
"I'm
to
gonna get
indulge
this to
anyway.
go,"
Yeah.
But it's also Drunken Bento is always half off, and you're like, just
Mhm.
change the prices.
Exactly.
I know. I always am like, oh, I got the deal.
No, I know, but I always feel so cool because I'm like,
somewhat
okay,
psychology.
sure, I'll take a $7 sushi roll that's usually $14.
Exactly.
I'll get two.
Exactly.
It's mind games.
Have you guys been to Mr. Sushi?
No.
It's right.
literally in our
down.
building.
It's right
It's-
down here.
Is it good?
Why haven't we? Oh,
I think it's
don't
good.
tempt me.
Other
Okay.
people in my class would say otherwise. I know Joey doesn't like it, but
Nah.
I like it. I think they have good sushi. They have huge sushi though. It's
Ooh.
very large.
Did I get good salmon sushi? That's my favorite.
Ooh, I don't know if I've ever had it there, sashimi style.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had it from there, but I've had their spicy tuna, their shrimp tempura.
Okay, well, I
That's-
bet if their
that's all
spicy
good.
tuna is good, then their spicy
Mhm.
salmon's good.
No, it's very
Those
good.
are the same roll. Okay, maybe
Mhm.
I don't
we'll.
know what it's called, but there's a Chinese restaurant down that way.
Oh,
That is so good.
wait. I think
It's
it's
a
some-
nice
I think
restaurant.
oh, it's nice.
It looks nice.
Oh.
That was. I'm sorry. That just reminded me. The other day, we were driving somewhere near on the Rhine or something, and the restaurant was called China Food.
China food?
I just don't
China
Like-
food?
not just China food.
Logo.
No, not the Waffle House font.
Yellow. It was yellow and it had the same design, and the parking lot was empty and
Oh,
all the
God.
lights were on.
It's
and I
just
was
so
It's
suspicious.
literally, I think it's a drug front.
And you
no
know what?
way.
I'm going. I'm
Yeah.
going. after
Like,
this.
let's all go.
Let's go to
China
China
Let's go to
food,
China
guys.
food.
Guys, after the show, let's go.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
China
yeah, yeah.
food. You know
Pre-game
they're-
at China food.
Pull up.
Pull up.
We'll get a party room. It'll be
We'll-
awesome.
we'll be waiting.
Nobody else is there.
We'll be
so-
waiting. We have the whole place to ourselves.
Yeah, it did not look safe. We drove past it and I was like, and we were all like, I think we were driving back from Kings Island, maybe.
No.
Oh no, it was with my parents.
Yes.
Yeah, we were driving back from dinner in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a really good Italian place called Mama's on Main.
Ooh, that's
It
good.
is really good. Recommend.
Never heard
It's
of that.
so if you know Pep and Dolores, that's
Mhm.
my favorite. We couldn't get a reservation. Pep and Dolores was a little bit more high class Italian. This was Italian comfort food, but still nice.
That's nice.
It felt like Pep and Dolores, but the food was a little bit more comforter. And
Mhm.
comforter,
Comforting.
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 But I love both of them, but they're both very different. But I would recommend both of them. Pep and
Mhm.
Dolores is so good.
Yeah.
So good. I miss it. We're gonna go.
I've
I'm gonna
never
ask my
been.
mom. I'm gonna call her and be like, "Can I use your credit card for me and Gabby to go to Pep and Dolores?" And she'll be like,
I don't
Probably,
know
yeah.
I don't know what I'm getting myself into really, but I will go with you.
"Pep and Dolores?
The Italian food. I
It's
don't know.
Italian, yeah."
Yeah.
Ah, my stomach is grumbling.
Ugh.
I wonder if the mic is picking it up.
I think in acting today, when I was laying on the floor, I heard someone's stomach go and I was like, "Oh, someone's hungry." We did
Someone's
not.
hungry.
We did not have a break.
That happens on Fridays for us.
Don't forget.
Yeah. On Fridays we have acting into voco.
No vocal and act.
Voco into acting,
Mhm.
and it's just 4 hours of class.
Mhm.
We have 10 minutes in between.
Yeah.
So it's eat your breakfast, bring your snacks. And luckily, we do have a later call because it's 10:10 is when vocal starts. You wake up a little earlier, which means you eat a bigger breakfast.
Right.
Because, ain't no way we eat anything on 8 a.m. days. We always say the night before, let's go and get breakfast. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
talk
like-
about that.
I can't function without breakfast. I would get breakfast every single day before our 8 a.m.s. Yeah, a full meal. it would be like me and Griffin would just be sitting at Market Point like pigging out before music theory.
I like 7:30 a.m.
What?
But I like what time in the morning before an 8 a.m.
Like 7:30, 7:40.
That is.
I
the
still
time
do
that
it
we
now.
Wake up.
I have like an 8 a.m. on Tuesday, Thursdays.
What
and
class?
like I take an accounting class.
Word.
I'm getting a business minor.
That's in person.
Yeah, but I eat breakfast. Like I like I like it. it's my niche.
That's really fun.
I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, we have bagels. We have a lot of bagels. We're a big bagel family. Yeah.
We also just did a shopping spree at Trader Joe's. Yeah.
If I had a kitchen last year, things would have been so much better.
We make so much food. I baked cookies the other day. Like we make so many soups. I've made pasta for everybody. We've had like people over and like eat. My mom made a soup on Sunday, and then we ate it Monday, and like the friends came over and tried it, and like it was really good. But it's like it's so nice to have it, and like to also like heat up things. Like if we want to like actually like put stuff in the oven to heat it up, like we have pretzels left over from Zolerfest. Like I baked them a little bit.
They were so good.
I ate so much at Zolerfest.
So much
I
food.
got bad taking all their food, but I.
The cream puffs, delicious.
They were so good.
At one point, I just
Really
took a
good.
spoon and would walk by the cream puff table because it was empty. I just kept getting whipped cream.
Mhm.
Just kept getting whipped cream.
Yeah.
I was like,
Fair.
whipped cream, and everybody was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "It's whipped
Nothing.
cream." And just I just kept eating it. Anyway, do you want to talk about one of the biggest musical theater kid dreams that to ever exist?
I'm leaving.
Oh, it's giving Sydney with the Muni. I'm out.
Shh, what? Who's Sydney? Who is Sydney?
Wait, what's the moon?
What?
Wait,
What?
Muni?
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 Jimmy's?
Oh.
Jeez.
Jimmy's.
I know what those are.
If you're
What?
from
I know
New, if you're
those
from New Jersey, you know.
Come back.
Grace, no.
It's okay.
She's coming back.
Listen, if
Why
you
such a strong reaction? Oh.
listen, if you live in New Jersey, you know Jimmy's as chocolate sprinkles.
Same with Boston.
Really?
Yes.
My grandma's from Jersey,
Mhm.
and do you know this?
I do.
I
As
guess the
a
Northeast
person
thing.
from New
She's
Jersey,
from
I
New
don't
Jersey.
know.
Really?
Jimmy says chocolate sprinkles. What?
Maybe it's an older generation.
I know them. I
The
know
one
'em.
I
year
do not
separation is-
know.
I know. My grandma's literally like, I want chocolate Jimmy's, and I'm like, what are
Mhm.
Jimmy's? They're chocolate sprinkles,
Well, they're good either way.
but only
whatever they
chocolate
are.
sprinkles.
Yes.
Not-
Never like rainbow
No,
Jimmy's.
that's
No, no,
it's
no, no, no,
Jim.
no.
Jimmy's are chocolate
Yeah.
sprinkles. It's really weird.
Yeah.
not following.
I can't believe you don't know this.
Okay, we'll talk. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll
Catch
discuss
me up.
this. Talk about the Jimmy's.
They were very fun.
Mm.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna go, like, because you have to go through a regional competition, and I was through. Hi.
There's a
Podcast. But I was through Connecticut, because it's called the Sondheim Awards. They opened it up to Massachusetts and Connecticut, and I got nominated for Damien in Mean Girls, which was a lot of fun.
We did. I watched the
Dream role of
TikTok
mine.
a minute ago. I'd seen it before, but I was like, I need to rewatch.
Mhm. It was a dream role of mine, so it was a lot of fun to go that far with it. But next stop, Broadway.
Amen.
But it was a lot of fun. It was such a crazy, like, packed week. But it was fun because I was there with Maya Sharma. Shout out Maya. Shout out Maya, the finalist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, was she top 5?
Yeah.
For
Mhm.
what role?
Oh, it was something in Freaky Friday.
She was I think the
Awful.
mom in Freaky Friday, or the
Awful role. So that
But
means, like,
she sang
scary.
like in my dreams, and she sang it at Accepted Students Weekend, and then like oh my god, it was perfect.
It was so
Slay.
beautiful.
Isn't there that one song from Freaky Friday that's super famous?
Yes, that's what Ellie sang for Accepted Students Weekend. It's like the
It's like it came out of nowhere, and we were like, why is this song so
No
good?
more fear, no more fun.
No More Fear.
Yeah.
No
Maybe?
More Fear.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Maybe I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's like how Sister Act has The Life I Never Lived.
Oh,
Just like-
it's
It's like so random,
Mhm.
and you're like, why is this song so good? Yeah.
Way just saying that in studio. It was.
Oh
I think it was my favorite thing I've ever heard her sing.
I
It was
love that
beautiful.
song. Ugh, I love that
It was
song.
beautiful.
How was that week like? Like, is it like you say it's packed, but like with
It
what
was
goes on?
so at the top, like at the very beginning of the week. I know it's different now, but the way when I was there, you got like assigned to a character group, the musical number or a tribute number, and people in character groups, which I was in, we had more breaks in our schedule, but people in musical and tribute number, they were like in rehearsal, they were in vocal rehearsal for 3 hours, and then block rehearsal for 2 hours, and then it would be like a little master class for an hour and a half, and then it would be like dinner, and then right back to rehearsal for opening number. But for me, it was like I would have like an hour and a half of vocal rehearsal for the medley itself, and then I'd have like 2 hours, which was good. I just went back to my dorms, and we were in the Juilliard dorms.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cute.
I didn't know
That's
that.
so iconic.
But they were all under construction, so it was like there was cardboard on the floor.
Oh.
It was awesome.
Yeah, that's really fun.
But it was an
Are
awesome
you
week.
in like contact with anyone that was there?
Yeah, well, Maya, obviously. Yeah, a couple people. The group chat is still very active. I have it muted. Muted. The group chat is muted.
Funny.
But it's still very active.
Were you like? Did you guys know that you were both going to CCM when you were there?
Mhm.
Okay, that's cool.
Mhm.
That's really cool
So
because
you guys
Yeah.
are already like committed MT 27.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Because
Yeah.
Accepted Students Weekend had already happened, so me and Maya met there, and then we got to like reunite in New York.
Were
which was
you
a lot of
on
fun.
the Times Square billboard?
Oh, I was.
wow.
I was.
Very cool.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was just like a surreal week. It felt like a scene of a movie.
Mm.
It like I felt out of place almost. I was like, I've watched this for so many years, and it's like now that I'm a part of it, it feels wrong.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Our
So much fun.
school, we have the Spotlight Awards in
Mhm.
Nashville. So we did them our sophomore year, and I got nominated for Best Dramatic Actress. And then we stopped doing it. Our school stopped doing it.
Really?
No, wait, that's my
the
school
worst.
didn't do them. They we hosted the event, but we couldn't we weren't eligible to actually compete in it. It was always
It was really annoying.
it's just frustrating because it's like that sounds so much fun. I get such to this day I get terrible FOMO every time the Jimmy Awards come around. I'm like,
Yeah, Paper Mill never no Paper Mill I think used to go to the Jimmys and then they stopped and I was like, okay.
It's just the most annoying part was that we had them and our school could have done them and I could have
Mhm.
gone to the Jimmys or done
Right.
anything. But it was the fact that we weren't signed up to do it. And my parents took pictures of the Spotlight Awards and filmed it every year. So my parents were there and we only went sophomore year and then we stopped. And they thought it was because of unfair voting and stuff. And we were like, we don't care.
I don't care.
Just let us
me
go.
Let me
If
go,
we
let me
get
go.
nominated for nothing, we don't care.
Mhm.
But the year we were there, we swept. We won Best Musical. We won Best Music Direction. We won all these things. And we had someone in the lead finals for the top 10. And he was a freshman. It's my friend Tanner. He was a
Wow.
freshman. And I was like, we could have. And then the people who own it talked to my parents because they hired them to film everything. And they're like, why did your daughter's school not do it? They were nominated for so many things. They almost won everything. And we were like,
That's crazy.
and then they just still aren't doing
Oh
it.
my
And they're like,
God.
we'll do it next year. And then they just never did it. And we did Into the Woods my senior year.
Oh.
And we could have, and there was 3 other productions of Into the Woods from the Nashville theater scene. And the Nashville high school theaters.
Hi again.
It's the motorcycle
Nashville
gang.
school theater scene is just not that good.
Really?
Our school, we got an $8 million theater my freshman year, and we have so much funding. I went to private school, so we were great, and we actually had a lot of talent. It's figuring it out now after we just had 7 seniors graduate, and
Mhm.
it was a really big class of actual theater people, and now that we're all gone, it's they're figuring it out.
Yeah.
But we did Newsies my sophomore year, and I was nominated for dramatic actress as Meta, so that was really fun.
Work.
But we did a medley since we nominated for a musical. But I wish we could have kept doing it.
Mhm.
I know. I feel even at the lower the I don't know state level, I think it's still a lot of fun though.
It is
You get your little bubble of
Mhm.
people that you mutual
Who
friends
hosted
and
it?
things.
Someone hosted it that was in he was on the tour of Hamilton or something, and he hosted our sophomore year. And we were like, oh my god! So many people talked on videos about that had gone through TPAC, which is the Tennessee Performing Arts Center, because that's where it was. So it's all the people who were on tour there were like, hey Nashville, and we were like, wow!
Oh
It
my
was
God,
it
that's
was fun, but
It was my year at the Jimmy's. Corbin Bleu hosted, which I am the biggest High School Musical fan. So I was so gagged to see him in person. But then they came out this year and was hosted by Josh Groban, and I was like, okay,
I did not know that.
Okay.
That's
Ben
crazy.
Platt and his husband showed up to one of the things.
okay, let's.
They got to go to the Tonys.
They got to go to the
got to
Tonys.
go to the
I was
Tonys.
gagged.
And
I
they were
was
the Tonys
gagged.
dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
I was like,
They went to both.
And
I was
like
so
so
gagged.
many people showed up. They were just sitting in a room and like more people would show up and they'd be like, it's blah blah blah. And they were like
Insane.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
their
these
like
kids-
press this year
Mhm.
was crazy.
It just keeps growing and growing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, literally. I remember the COVID year.
Oh, what was that?
It
2021.
was so bad.
I don't think I watched
They
it
were
that year.
all my friend Kelly made it and she should have won. The girl who won that year was not good, but she's from Nashville and Kelly, she's at Texas State right now. She's a junior, but she literally was so good. But like it was all like awful audio. They filmed it on like
Really?
green screens in all of their home theaters.
Ooh.
They didn't get to go anywhere. It
Oh,
was sad.
that's sad.
It was really
But
sad.
didn't everyone get to do a solo? They just like they had them posted online.
Yeah.
I think that's at least nice that they
Yeah.
got to like everyone. You could like watch anyone.
Yeah. Well, because there was like no opening number. There was like only medleys. So it was like 7 people, but like the audio was like so bad. And like if you turned it up on your computer, it like corrupted the
Oh
like
god,
it was,
that's the worst.
was-
My
like-
favorite thing about 2020 was just like seeing all like the virtual theater production.
It was like everyone trying to figure it out.
I know.
I was in a movie. I was
Really?
in a movie musical.
On Zoom?
We filmed it on Zoom and on videos. It's on my IMDb. It was called Quarantined, but
Oh.
Quaranteened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was really, really good, actually.
Everybody was trying their best, and it's so
we
nice
got
to look
nominated
back
for
on.
like some film festivals and stuff.
Work.
Like,
Fun.
once, like the world like was back
Came
open.
back.
It was like in a bunch of film festivals. It was really cool. Yeah, it was a great musical. It was fun.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I love that. Everyone made do. We made do during COVID.
Did any of your all's like theater groups do like a number where like you had to like send in a video of you like singing your harmony, and then like what song was
So
it?
my high school did. I was in 8th grade, right? Because we did Shrek Junior the week before everything shut down. So I was Fiona, but everyone was sick. 2 of our little pigs weren't even in the final show, and we were like, everyone has the flu. They did not have the flu. They 100% had COVID. Like we all were all sick. I was missed final dress because I was sick, and then I went and did the show. It was crazy. But my high school did Godspell. They canceled it, but there's a video online still, and it's so bad. And they're like, "We beseech thee here," and they're doing the choreo.
choreo.
And it's like random little videos, and then they're like, "Do do 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 do." It's awful. So awful. Yeah. Ugh. And some of them are filmed vertically, and some of them are filmed. And some of them are like think it's like not a video for. They think it's like a choreo video, and they're like wearing like sweatpants and stuff. Some of them are like wearing full dresses.
It was a rough
wasn't the
time.
moment. It wasn't.
Did you guys have to do any of that?
I did.
My chorus did that. I was in like a choir.
Same. Yeah.
And we had to, I don't even know what song we sang, but we did a lot of like online virtual like learning about choir learning about music and like the history of music during the virtual times, but we had to sing one song. We just sent it in. And I remember, oh my God, I sent it in and my music teacher was like, "Are you taking voice lessons?" And I was like, no, I'm not. He's like, "You should." And I was like, "Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. I don't know what that means, but thank you so much."
Sure, thank you.
That was
I
bad.
guess.
We did Thank You for the Music.
Oh,
And, like,
I love that
That's
song.
so depressing in COVID.
No,
though.
it was funny. Everyone was like, "Thank you for the music," and then they had like they called them Broadway Juniors. It was like the youngest group of kids, and they were all like dancing in the middle of like all of our little Zoom blocks, and they were like doing cartwheels and stuff. It was funny.
That's actually really
Aw.
fun.
And the theater group was like Pittsburgh Musical Theater. So like when the girl who did the solo, she had like brown hair during the bridge, and she was like, "I've been so lucky. I am a student at PMT."
The lyric change.
It's giving freshman showcase.
It's giving.
Hint, hint, wink,
Hint,
wink.
hint.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm not sure.
What are you guys doing
don't
for it?
know
What's
yet.
your what's your theme in all of your songs?
Oh, I don't actually.
It's
Actually, No, we actually haven't figured anything out yet. We're still
No.
just doing like getting to know you
We're just
games.
saying our favorite colors every week,
Right.
but we just like
Yeah.
switch it every week.
Yeah,
Sure.
we just
It just
play
depends
zip,
on your
zap,
mood.
zop, zip, zap,
Zip, zap,
zip,
zap.
zap, zop a lot.
And we
Yeah.
play Get Off the Bus.
Mhm.
Get off the bus. What is that game?
You've
Okay,
never done Get Up?
2 chairs.
I've never played
Two
that game.
chairs. You're sitting on them.
Oh.
Someone sits down. Another person sits down and makes you try to get off the bus. So
Yes,
if we were
okay,
playing
I-
right now,
yeah.
I'd try to make you feel really uncomfortable, and I'd be like, grabbing your knee until you felt so weird, so you would leave, and then I'd
What a
move to your
tactic.
seat, and then someone would come and try to move me off.
I have played that game. It was just
Very
called,
fun.
It was called Bus Stop.
Oh, we call it get off the bus.
Get off the bus. Get off the podcast.
Get off the bus.
Oh. So
Leave that in. I will pay you $5 to leave that in. I'll pay you each $5.
Grace,
to leave
come
that
back. Grace, come back. Grace, come back. Wait, Grace, you're from
Oh.
Pittsburgh, right? Did you go to Pittsburgh Unifieds?
That's a thing?
Yes. It's like a pre-screen.
Oh,
I
like
didn't go to
Moonifieds.
Pittsburgh Unifieds.
Oh.
There weren't a lot of schools on my list that actually went to Pittsburgh Unifieds.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Unifieds are also like early. They were super early.
They're like in October.
Yeah,
October?
way,
That's like Moonifieds.
I was
in
not,
Texas.
like-
Moonifieds, yeah, they're
One of my
it's
friends
like
went.
I think they were before Moonifieds,
Ooh.
and I think it's a good opportunity for some people, like, but it just didn't. It wasn't right for me.
Yeah, it just
you know?
depends on what schools you want to
Yeah,
go
I
to.
really wanted, like, I had my list and
Mm.
I just kind of wanted to stick to it. Also, I think you have to pay a fee to audition for Pittsburgh
Mm.
Unifieds, so it just wouldn't have been worth it to pay that fee and then only audition for like the 2 schools that were there that happened to be on my list.
Yeah. I don't know how I would feel doing like a live pre-screen too. Because then like, you can't
I
like
had a
curate
ton
it.
of friends who did it.
Yeah.
I had a ton of friends who did it.
I
and
think
it
that would
was,
just make me really nervous.
Mm.
what I think was nice about it for this is I might say things like incorrectly because it's just a while ago, but I had a lot of friends who did it and like it was nice because they at least got one yes like before they did their real auditions. Like so I had a bunch of friends who they kind of used it as like a practice thing, but it's unlike actual unifieds. Like it's very different from any other college audition you would do, so I could just it was just kind of like good in general like audition practice, but it's like a crazy thing. But all of my friends who did it at least got one school that said yes to them, so it was nice like going into all of their other auditions
Yeah.
knowing that they had
They were
something.
going to college.
Yeah.
They were going to college.
Yeah.
This was like the craziest process I've ever been through.
Yeah.
Dila and dance the other day. We were in Jazz 1 and she goes, like, show off your skills, and then she goes, that reminds me. And I think someone was singing show off for pre-screen because she goes, I already have 33 pre-screens. And we were like,
Mhm.
whoa, like it's already happening. I think it's the fact that we're only like what 5, almost 6 weeks in,
Mhm.
and the fact that people were like touring today and already
Oh my god.
and like we feel like we just got here,
Yeah.
and now people are already trying to get in again. And I'm
I
like,
feel like I just got here.
It's
Yeah.
also crazy that like I feel like the people who are turning in their pre-screens now, like good for them.
Yes.
I turned in my pre-screens. I think I refilmed them like 7 times. Every school got a different pre-screen.
yeah,
Yeah.
And like there were schools that I turned in like in November.
mine was mid-October for
I think
most of mine.
I think I
Same.
sent in CCMs like in November.
I think
Honestly.
the due date was like Thanksgiving. I thought.
Yeah.
I think the latest was somebody was December 1st.
There's a lot of like November 1st and then December 1st.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then like a couple January.
Couple
I'm
of
trying
years.
to
Yeah.
think of when I got our callback emails.
I think for our year CCM was like December 15th. Like it was a hard date.
That's pretty.
Oh,
Do you remember when we got our CCM callback?
No.
I don't remember.
But I do remember having like all my schools and like scheduled auditions by like the end of December ready for like February.
Oh my god,
I
I
didn't
didn't either.
I did
Penn
not.
State, like I turned in my
Penn
pre-screen
State's dance
so
call was so hard this year.
it was really hard
Yeah.
our year too. When Penn State, they give out like all of their pre-screen decisions like in different rounds and stuff. So
Mhm.
I didn't find out that like about Penn State and Elon until like I think I found out about Elon at the end of January. And then Penn State was like in the middle of January.
Yeah, like, you've got a week.
Yeah, I literally
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
but like I don't know, it all I was able to schedule all of them, but that was hard. Like and looking back on it, like my biggest regret with college auditions was just auditioning for too many schools. I auditioned for a lot of schools, and like looking back on that list, I just didn't know a lot about each of the schools individually. I think I have a better grasp of them now. But looking back on it, there's like half of the schools on my list, if they were the only school I would have gotten into, I would not have gone there.
Me too.
Yeah.
And then it's like there's only like a couple schools that I'd be like, oh, okay, like yeah, like I would go to CCM even if it was the only school I got into. That's the way that you should feel. I just wasted so much time and so much money on auditions.
You forget how expensive every school is, especially on like the schools that aren't just get accepted. It's also like College Board and Common App, and you have to apply to the school.
It was so much money. And also like I didn't, because like I like did not turn my stuff in as early as I could have. I didn't get any like yeses that would cut down my list. I didn't get like my first acceptance until February. So I don't know. That's my biggest tip would be
How
like
many
to
did you
do
apply
it again.
to?
Like 20, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
About the same. Way too many.
I applied to 25 because
I applied to 10.
That's what I should
I
have
was
done.
just
No
so
walk-ins
like
either.
intimidated by the process and scared that I wouldn't get into a school that like every single walk-in that I saw, I was like, okay, I'm going for it.
Yes.
And so like literally like by the end of Unifieds, I was like passing out and like ready to like go home, time to leave. Yeah.
It's like crazy to think about it too, because like I say so confidently like, oh, I shouldn't have auditioned for that many schools, but honestly like I only got like 5 yeses, like, and I would say CCM was the only school that was like competitive amongst those 5. I got waitlisted a bunch of places.
I got waitlisted.
And then I got a ton of rejections, but like CCM was the only school that like if you Google like best musical theater schools, like it was like one of the only ones I got into. And but I think it just shows that like you just end up where you're meant to be and stuff. I think if I wouldn't have gotten to CCM, I would have tried to get off of those wait lists a lot harder. And also like once I got into CCM, I turned down like I didn't even wait to hear back from like half the schools I applied to.
I did for Elon. Did you guys do the early action?
I didn't do Elon.
Did either of you?
No.
There was
Did
like
you do Elon?
I sent in a pre-screen. I passed my pre-screen for Elon, and then I got into CCM, and then I canceled my Elon audition. But I got waitlisted academically, which is crazy.
That's good school. Like to
Yeah, I was like, okay.
It was gorgeous.
It's an amazing.
They had like a pre-screen due date like an early in like September, and I just had tapes ready, so I was like, okay, let me just send it in, see how it goes. And then I passed into a virtual audition and ended up getting in like mid-November. So I was like immediately I'm not applying to this school. I'm not applying to this school. It like cut my
Because you
list
had
in
Elon
half.
on your like.
I honestly thought I was gonna go there. Like I went to that acceptance students weekend. But I just love it here. I truly, this is a perfect place for me.
I found out that I got into CCM the day before a senior trip. So like I literally
fun.
it was right before rehearsal, and like I found out at like 3:45 and rehearsal started at 4. But then like over our senior trip, we went to Universal and it was awesome. But I kept getting emails, and my mom would just call me and be like, "Hey, you got waitlisted in Texas," and I'd be like, she was like, "Do you want to be on the waitlist?" And I was like, no. So like I was like, I'm good. And then Boca waitlisted. Like I got waitlisted at all like the other big that I consider like the big 5 is like Texas and Boca and CCM are in that. Like because Michigan and Carnegie and Juilliard I think are in a different section. Just because they're so hard to get into these days. Like those 3 are like very similar schools, very similar programs. Like I feel like those ones are very top ranked. So the fact that I got waitlisted those 2, I was like, should I? And after I got to CCM, I was like, I think I'm good. Like
I think
me and Gabby both have talked about this a bunch, but that audition was different. Like it just felt different. And we didn't even audition at the school. Like we were at Unifieds and we still knew it felt different. Like I walked out of there and I was like, yeah.
Rachel did like a meditation with us after our dance call
that's
before our
awesome.
voice and acting. It was really nice.
That's
was
cool.
really cool.
When we auditioned on campus, like we all did the dance call, and it was like, I was like, oh my god, it's CCM. Like
In
I'm
DVAC?
like, yes, I'm like wearing like my like
If we
leotard
would've done it
and
in DVAC,
tights,
though, it
and
would've
I'm
been
like,
so
I have like a
intimidating.
number on and stuff, and like I felt like the dance call. It was a really easy dance call.
Yeah.
And it was like probably like the easiest one I did.
No, ours was fairly easy as
Yeah.
well.
And then like we just did that, and I was like, oh, that was like kind of low pressure. And then we went and we sat down, and they had like a bunch of seniors and stuff sing for us. And it was after that I was like, oh my god, like it was crazy. Like they had SJ Nelson sing. Like I don't know if you guys have seen videos because she's like after your time, but like insane. Like I was just sitting there. I was like, this is insane. Like I'm never gonna get in here. So like when I got in, it was like I committed like a couple weeks later.
Me too.
Yeah, I was the first to commit. I committed in like I think end of February. Like it was
Mhm.
early, like really early, and everybody was like, "Oh." I remember I posted on the Facebook group, and everybody was like, "What?"
The Facebook group.
Yeah.
You guys were all like,
I remember we were in like Tuck when you committed, and we were all just like,
"Already? Sure."
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey guys, so I'm
I do
done."
remember that.
Yeah, that was really fun. I think I just knew, and like I was just like so excited about it.
Mhm.
And like also the days before we had been in New York, and I had gotten denies from 3 acting schools,
Mhm.
and I was like, I had everything. I'm done. Like
Right,
this is it.
right.
And I hadn't like I gotten into Belmont. Belmont was my backup. Like
Mhm.
I didn't want to go to Belmont. Like that was like if all else fails. And at that point, I was a little bit like, well, I think this is it. Like I'm not gonna get any anywhere else.
Mhm.
And then I got it, and I was like, oh, okay.
Thank God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was just like the biggest relief. And it was like I kind of just knew in the moment I was going there. Even though we hadn't
Mhm.
even talked about it with my parents, and I was like, I think I'm gonna be in Ohio. Like it was so weird.
Never
but
thought I would go to school. in
"What
Ohio.
about you, David?
Yeah.
How did you choose CCM?"
So for me, it was between here in Montclair because I did want to like actively audition like while still being in school. But then I came here and I was like, damn, like maybe Ohio's worth it. Like
Is Montclair in New York City?
Montclair is in New Jersey, but it's like 30 minutes away.
Okay. I
Yeah.
honestly like I obviously like I don't go to school in New York, so I don't know this for certain, but I've always felt that like just going to CCM, even though it's not in New York City, just saying that you went to CCM makes it more likely that you will book out rather than just being at any other school in New York City.
Yeah, I
Just because
mean-
it's such a good program, and it's like
Yeah.
people see it on your resume and they're like, oh my god, like CCM's a good one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like this person's good.
Yeah.
But
you know?
also, like, so many of our upperclassmen have already booked. Like,
Yes, we lost a lot of people this
Yeah.
past year.
It's awesome, but it's like kind of sad, but like good for them.
It honestly, I think we aren't at that stage yet because we're still underclassmen, but I am really curious to be like
Who
which
in our
one of
class?
us, like,
Talking about
who
that.
are we
were
gonna
literally talking
lose?
about it. I was like, I feel like it's one of the boys. Like I feel like one of the boys is gonna book something. Really?
for us, I think it's gonna be Maya Sharma.
That makes a lot of sense.
Like me,
But
like
I-
me and Hannah have talked about it. We're like she's going somewhere. She's going places.
I think Jameson's gonna book Karate Kid the musical.
Karate Kid the musical.
We saw Jameson do it at Taekwondo Club yesterday, and it was the fiercest thing. Actually, it was so.
Fierce. I
great.
know that's what he's going for too.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for him. Like I really
He's
like.
so cool.
He's awesome.
Yeah, I mean Zolarfest.
Solarfest. Shout out Solarfest.
I was like, I felt like I walked into a different world when I went to Solarfest. I was
felt
like,
I was at a
where
graduation
am I?
party.
Yes,
Literally,
grab
the
party. That's
cornhole-
what I was saying.
The cornhole. It was like
Yes.
a German, like maybe someone was going up to study abroad in Germany.
Yes. Yeah.
Literally, the song he sang too, crazy.
Crazy.
You can have her.
It's
She's
crazy.
too fat for me.
She's too fat for me. And I
Oh,
was like,
she's
hey.
And also, all the upperclassmen got there at that point, so like Dan's sitting there like,
Yes.
she's fat.
Yeah. I was
We were so excited in the Facebook Messenger group when you guys were like, there are like 3 more Uber XLs pulling
Mhm.
up with the
And we
upperclassmen.
were like,
We
no
"Oh
way,
my God,
no way.
boo."
And when you guys all got here together too, in the outfits too,
I
like
also think
he
like,
was so excited.
and the upcoming years, like even more people are gonna come because it was like it was so much fun this past year. Like I think people are gonna get there earlier and stay longer. 'Cause it was
Yeah.
more fun than actual Oktoberfest.
There's a video
Yeah.
I found of me and Declan like fully dancing, and I'm like, what is happening? Like at one point they played the Cha Cha Slide too, I think, and then the band played again. But it was crazy. It was
so good.
Oh, it was
so
great.
good. It was delicious.
It was
And all
great.
the random old people that were just like there. Someone had a
Yes.
Cats for Kamala shirt. Like some random old woman, and I was like,
Word.
and it looked like an AI cat. Like it
An
didn't look
AI
like a real-
cat. Oh,
It was
God.
like it had like rainbows and like I was like, I'm happy to be here.
I
Like
love
I'm
that.
happy to be here. It was-
Honestly, like I know we've been here for like such a short time, but I feel like that's like gonna be ranked in one of my favorite CCM memories.
100%.
Zolarfest?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like
What are
Just
your
wait,
guys'
there's a-
favorite CCM memories, by the way?
great tangent. I'm proud of you.
That was a
What
really
can I
great
say?
tangent.
What can I say?
That is our last question.
I loved prom.
Oh. We saw the video.
The third exit. I love prom. That's like the last party of the year. So go to prom with me, Nick Paterini. That was awesome. That was the day we
do
met
have-
Maddie
I do have a
Belanoff too.
recommendation for next time. Nick P.
Nick P. I'm with me, Nick P.
Nick Pederini.
Nick Pederini.
So for the people who don't know, what is like CCM prom? Like
It is. It's a very large party. It's one of the department-wide program parties. It's one of the last parties of the year, and everyone, like, the whole point is to like ask someone that like you're not, like, no one would expect you to ask. Like, I asked, who did I ask? Who did I go with? Kristen Doss. I asked her, and I know, I forgot. I'm sorry, Kristen. I love you so much. But I asked her during Alice by Heart rehearsal. It was like a poster, but we've all seen Grace's.
That was weird. Like, that was weird. Like you're supposed to like do a poster and stuff, but I don't know. It was.
Yours was the best one.
I thought it was funny.
My favorite part of that video is watching Ben Chang the whole time.
Yeah, you can.
He's so nervous.
So
The whole
nervous.
time he's like,
he's got his like notebook and he's like trying to like be on his phone and like really thinks it's gonna be him, and it was really funny.
my favorite part is when Nate Jones falls to the floor in laughter.
Yeah.
yeah, Grace sang a song to ask.
Nate knew.
Nate knew.
That's what's even funnier.
The thing about it was like we talked to Julie because it was her class, so like we didn't want to interrupt her class and stuff. So we talked to her the night before, like we gave her like all this notice, we explained what we were gonna do and stuff. And it was like Sydney and Arden like start banging on the door.
I was there.
You were there, but were you? You're a freshman, you get asked. Like that's what we were all told, that like someone will ask you when you're a freshman. But with our class,
You guys
so
all
many
asked
people asked other people that like no one ended up, like there were a few like straggler freshmen that like were waiting to get asked because everyone told them they were gonna get asked, and they didn't get asked because people were just like, oh, like this class is weird, like they're asking us.
Well, we have a very small class, so
Yeah.
maybe we will get asked. But I'm just so excited.
Me too.
It's gonna be so fun. I
It's
remember you guys'
it's so
TikTok
much
you
fun.
made, the on the night.
Oh,
of
yeah.
night.
Yes.
It went viral.
Yeah,
Right.
and in the comment, like, they have the real Corbin Blue.
Yes!
And like
There's
Carter sold it in that video.
I was like wearing this like green dress, and there's this one comment that's like, the girl in the green dress got a lisp, right?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
It's really
I
random.
think about it a lot.
No,
And because every time I watch the video, it's like I do look like I have a lisp.
Big fun on the
Big-
night of nights.
Alright.
I love that. We're gonna make another.
We're gonna make another one this year. It's
I
great.
want to
have
make it to the
to.
Teen Beach movie song. Like, I know it was.
Oh, that's
so
cute.
good.
Copyright that.
Copyright.
That. Someone else can take it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll do the High School Musical one.
Sure.
And then we'll keep doing.
Yeah.
We'll
Pass it
keep-
down. Keep
Exactly.
passing it down.
On the night of
Nights.
Yeah, that party is awesome.
It was a lot of
Do
fun.
you have any like bad memories, like funny ones? Because like India talked about her falling story, and then like they talked about assassins, and like do you have any like you're just like you laugh at it now, but like it was awful in the
I
moment.
do, but I can't say it on camera.
Okay, okay.
I d- here.
Oh.
I can't say it.
One night, like, I'm thinking about like the sleepover that we had at Sydney's. Like, we all like had a sleepover, and we like were doing karaoke in UPA
On a
Sunday night
Sunday
before music theory,
No.
and like
Oh.
it was so much fun,
It was fun.
and like it was so funny, and I want to do it again. But just looking back on it, like I remember walking back to Calhoun in the morning, being like, why did I do that? Like this sucks. Like I'm so tired.
You were on like, were you on the floor that fell asleep?
Yes.
Me and Cindy were neighbors last year. Do you know that?
Yeah.
And it was like 4:30 a.m. and I was like, I'm going to sleep in my bed. And I just went home and fell asleep in my bed.
That's so real.
And I was like, I
That's-
cannot.
Yeah, the other day, her boyfriend and Jameson were here till 3:30 in the morning playing video games.
Cuphead.
And I just sat there on the couch the whole time, like intently watching.
Having fun?
And then I was like, it's 3:30, and then they finally beat this one level because it's this game that like it's called Cuphead. It like resets every time you die,
Oh.
and you have to start the whole level again, and it's difficult. And so like they will be here, just working and working.
Late
and then
nights.
I think it was a weeknight, I think. And I was like, okay, here we go.
Mhm.
But luckily, like my Tuesdays and Thursdays, my first class is at 12:30 and 1:40. So
Oh, good. That's
I get
good.
to sleep in unless I
Yeah.
have PT. But ooh, sorry about that.
Do you do physical therapy through CCM?
Yeah,
or-
Dan,
Yeah, he's awesome.
awesome, really great.
I have to go back to him.
I'm going tomorrow morning at 9.
I'm going on October 1st for my hips.
No,
I have some bad hips.
Have you met Dan before?
I've texted with him before, but I've never
He's
met him.
awesome.
I've had him. I like it messed up my neck last year, so I went to him for a little bit, but I have to go back to him now, and it's
He's
like,
gonna get a permanent residence.
He's
CCM, I think.
incredible, and it's like the CCM students who go to him, like it's really good for
Yeah.
it's what like proves to the school that like
we
as
need it.
musical theater majors we need him.
And also like he only does it for like CCM, so he does it for like the marching band
Yeah.
and the ballet and like
Oh, the marching band.
Yeah.
I never
I
like
didn't know that.
realized.
I didn't know that either.
they have some PT. I bet you it's like
I bet it,
stiff
yeah.
The
legs
backs are
and like
sore
oh
from
their
carrying the big
backs.
drums.
From carrying CCM.
From carrying
Oh,
CCM.
No,
Oh wait,
they're good. We love watching them practice.
It's so
I
entertaining.
would on like Saturday mornings where games were at UPA, they would practice in the garage, and I would wake up at like 7 a.m. to them. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, we've
I
seen
think in the
that. We've
garage.
seen
Yeah,
that.
and
Yeah,
also
yeah.
like
And
near
I'd
the
wake up to
field,
it.
like that
Mhm.
little like parking area,
Yes.
those steps.
And I'd
yeah.
wake up to it and be like, oh my god, please shut up.
It's kind of scary too, though,
They
because
had
you're
to
just
go the other day.
no, but like you're also just like walking in the garage, like, and then you just see like rows of marching band children, just like
Marching band children.
I don't know. It's just
They're
like
sickening.
yeah.
It's sickening.
Yeah, they're really good. I like the flag people too.
Yes, at
They
the
do
game.
so many flips, and I'm like, also the cheer team. I mean, the dance team. Did you see them on Saturday?
I didn't go to the game. I
They-
saw them at the first
They
game.
did the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders routine.
I
I
love
know
the
it.
DCC.
Walk on. Bye.
It was really good. Oh,
Wow.
do you guys have any last words of wisdom and
thank you
or
guys.
yeah?
Thank you guys so much. Stick in there.
See, there
You
was
guys
no
got
reason
this.
to be nervous because this was awesome, right?
So it
Thank
was just
you.
a lot of yapping.
Thank you for the
Thank
music.
you for the music.
I am the girl.
I'm the girl
that
at
sees
CCM.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
so good.
Walk off.
Okay,
It's giving attitude.
Attitude, walk off.
Attitude. Walk off. Okay.
Should we just say
Okay.
bye on 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.